Hi guys, my name's Hayley Quinn and this is a sex dating and relationship advice video for onlinedating.org, telling all you guys out there how you can achieve what maybe lots of you have fantasised about. It's how you can go about picking up a model. Okay, first of all, if you see a gorgeous woman and you get chatting to her and she tells you that she's a model, I do not want you to give her the expected response. The last thing I want you to do is to over-compliment her on that fact. This is a girl who's used to getting praised but also challenged about her looks on a day-to-day basis. Also, lots of girls who say they're models may not do it exactly full-time or may not work in an entirely professional capacity, so there's no need to be overly impressed. There's loads and loads of attractive women in the world. Remember what you've got going for yourself. I meet guys who are maybe doctors or engineers, and they've obviously had to work so hard academically to get where they're going, yet if they start chatting to a woman they realise that she's a model, the first thing they'll say is, "Oh my god, that's amazing, you're a model." That's exactly what you shouldn't say. A woman who's used to getting complimented on appearance doesn't need to hear that again. In fact, that's just showing that you overvalue her beauty, and the fact that she told you she's a model, she might be trying to show off to you anyway. So the last thing you'd want to do is overly praise that. Instead, just say, okay, cool, and accept it just like she told you she was doing any other job, because the fact that she's a model doesn't make her any better than a woman necessarily who's a receptionist or who works in a bank, and certainly doesn't make her any better than you. So instead of just pointlessly complimenting a girl, it's much better to show genuine interest in her, ask questions which have a purpose, and also ask questions that are interesting about it, challenge her a little bit. So with someone who's a model or an actress, I'll talk to them maybe about how competitive it is and how much motivation they require to go to work every day. I'll be talking to them about how they feel when they do these creative things and what drew them to a more creative career as opposed to one that relied on maybe using intellect. And also ask them about how they feel their career is going to go. You know, what's their long-term career plan? Are they going to go into photography? Are they going to go into more fashion? How are they going to develop from the point that they're at now? These questions challenge a woman. You're saying that you're actually not that impressed with her just being model, just being attractive right now. You want a woman that has a long-term career plan, that has other stuff going on in her life. You show that you have your opinions, you're not overly impressed, but also by questioning her and challenging her a little bit, you also show genuine interest in her career and her passions. Also, another little trick you can do is, and I actually did this myself a few weeks ago, coincidentally, I happened to meet half of the cast of Britain's Next Top Model, and they were just standing there by themselves in a bar, and because they were all so beautiful, no one dared to approach them. When me and my wing guy went up to them, they were immediately warm and friendly towards us, especially because I mentioned that I knew some other girls that worked in the modelling industry and what life was like for them. By mentioning this, I showed that, you know what, I know people in your world. It's not that uncommon for me. Your beauty and your career isn't anything that unusual. We're part of the same social network. Therefore, they are much more accepting to me. Now, you might not already know girls that model. However, you can talk about what you imagine it to be like. You can use cultural references, like talking about America's Next Top Model, Britain's Next Top Model, or particular modelling campaigns that you've noticed. Or you can just be very professionally honest and say you don't care about fashion, it's been something that's never really interested in you, and in fact you like something else. By drawing on your own experiences and showing how you relate to a person will allow the topic of them being a model to open up into a much more rich and varied conversation. Anyway, thanks very much guys. My name's Hayley Quinn and I'm always here on onlinedating.org to give you advice on how to pick up models, normal girls and normal guys.